in Venice. Oh my god, we are both super excited. The first time that we are doing the gondola, and it's also actually my first time because I've never been on one before, so I'm pretty excited. So in the morning, this is our activity, and follow along so we can take you throughout the day. Venice isn't just a city on water, it's a city of water. No cars, no scooters, not even bikes are allowed in the historic center. So everything, and I mean everything, happens by boat. People get around by boat, deliveries are done by boat, even the rubbish is collected by boat. Yep, Venice has a garbage boat. And a taxi. So a fun fact is that Venice is made up of 118 tiny islands, which are connected by more than 400 bridges. Okay guys, so we are in Venice. We're just gonna go at 11, 1 hour and a half, do our gondola tour. I'm quite excited because it's also my first time. And then after that, I'm hoping that we can go to Murano to see how the glass is made. And if we still have time, we're gonna go to the Biennale. And tonight, Casino, Venice. So. We arrived. How many minutes? 2 minutes left. It's just like a floating maze, but prettier. You're basically walking on water the whole time, or getting lost trying. Have we not been here before? And yes, gondolas, they're not just romantic Instagram traps, they used to be the main way people got around. But now they're mostly for tourists. But there are fewer than 400 gondoliers in the whole city, and the job is passed down through generations. And it's actually really hard to become one. Every gondola in Venice is made by hand and has to be exactly 11 meters long. But here's the twist, it's slightly asymmetrical. The left side is wider than the right. Why? Because the gondolier rows only on one side. And of course, after the gondola ride, we had to stop for lunch. I mean, we're in Italy. Food isn't just food, it's poetry. Every meal feels like a little love letter to your taste buds. Asparagus on zabaione. Welcome and
So good. So good.
we treated ourselves because Venice deserves that, and we went all in. Scallops, ravioli, spaghetti with fresh fish, sea urchin, a bit of caviar, and a glass or two of good wine. Eddie was driving, literally savoring every bite like he just discovered life. And me too, as you can see. Natural wine. Coi sedimenti. Someone likes the wine, I can see it already finished. In Venice, you'll find a lot of seafood on the menu, for obvious reasons. It's a lagoon city, and if you ever see something that looks slightly weird, order it. That's where the magic usually hides. We closed the meal with a dessert and a limoncello, and it was just beautiful. And so was the whole experience.
Buonissimo. Very good.
Italians love walking after they eat. It's almost sacred, and there's no better place for a stroll than Venice.
I cannot beat you now, sorry. Too full.
We made our way toward the Ponte di Rialto, probably the most iconic bridge in the city, and wandered through the little shops that lined the area. There was this one shop that really caught our eye. They were literally pouring hot chocolate from one tiny gondola to another. And we stopped for some candies because we both love sweets. We were still full from our lunch, so we only got a few. We walked by the handmade mask shop. Stanley Kubrick used their mask for Eyes Wide Shut here. Since 1982, they've been making masks by hand, true Venetians that kept the carnival spirit alive for centuries. We kept walking through all the hidden corners of Venice, and eventually we got tickets and hopped on a boat to Murano, the island famous for its glass. We got to watch a live demonstration on how the glass is made.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go!
Let us be considered leading artisans for over 700 years.
And I was so happy that Eddie got to see this part of Venetian history. After the demo, we wandered through the local glass shops. Baby says, don't touch. And everything was so stunning and also so expensive. Eddie couldn't believe the prices, but to be fair, this is centuries of art and tradition in every single piece. And Venice, of course, was full of art. The Biennale was happening, so we picked into a few exhibitions. I love that about Italy. Art just lives in the streets. The Venice Biennale is one of the most important contemporary art exhibitions in the world. It's been happening since 1895. Which means there was art here before phones ever existed. What I love is that it's not just in galleries. Art invades the city. You walk into a 17th century church and there's a futuristic installation. You step outside and a painter is sketching next to a canal. It's like Venice is always reminding you that beauty can live anywhere, even in the unexpected. Before heading back, we got a caricature of us drawn, a little memory of the day we now have hanging in our bedroom. We tried our luck with the Casino di Venezia, but it was closed, so maybe next time. For our last stop in Venice, we went to have dinner at a beautiful little restaurant run by a friend of mine.
Buono?
Sì, buono.
How many glasses of wine you have?
1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Well, basically it's all good.
I met her years ago through Andrea when he was living in Spain, and she even came to visit me in Bali, so it felt really special to visit her world this time. The food was amazing, of course.
Makanan ini kecil tapi kenyang. Indonesian rice, nasi penuh, tidak apa, nambah lagi. Di sini sedikit-sedikit kenyang.
One last feast before heading home. I'm so glad I got to spend this day with Eddie to show him a piece of the beauty, the magic, and the history of Venice. It was short, but it was full of little moments, the kind that stay with you long after the trip is over. And then, as always, we cut it a little too close. We had to literally run to catch the last train back to Montegrotto. Honestly, we made it by miracle, but at least we burned a little bit of these calories. As always, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next vlog.